Welcome to the house that Rodney built. Leahy turned into legacy. Parsegian renovated and Holtz restored. Notre Dame Stadium, the home of the Fighting Irish. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. And off from the shotgun. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire, and those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens, but you've got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
The last two runs went headlong into a brick wall. Now 3rd and 10. Back to pass. It's Woollyhan. On target. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
On 4th down, trying to keep the drive alive with the run. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they were aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on 4th down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last one.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wide receiver shows motion. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first.
And these wide receivers work the middle of the field. So much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. He'll keep it himself. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. This offense gets into plus territory. They're going to go for it regardless of their field goal kicker's range. On 4th down, trying to find his man. He puts some heat on that one down the middle. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
That's a big-time completion. Guys, I think they caught the defense napping right there. I think everybody on defense thought that they were going to maybe throw to the sticks on that one, but instead, quarterback had some other ideas. He had a matchup he loved one-on-one, vertically down the field. He took advantage of it. This guy made a great catch. Let's keep this drive going.
Got the quick pass. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Irish!
And that touchdown just got this whole place going, didn't it? You got everybody doing the Irish jig. Touchdown Jesus is happy. You got the leprechaun, he's dancing. The energy in this place right now is on another level after that score. No wonder this is such a tough place to come in and try to get a win on the road.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. It was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. You decided to go for it, we didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you've got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Wide out in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to put that push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Dropping back, it's Willihan. Got his man on the outside. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
7, North Carolina, 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. To the ground with the back.
I think tackling is about effort most of the time. It's about how much passion, how much physicality you can bring to get your guy on the ground. Refuse not to get him on the ground. That's not a big bag. You got to get that guy on the ground. You can't let him pick up an extra couple yards and stay ahead of the sticks.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Just buried it. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You could throw it, you can run it. That time to hand it off, and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. 2nd and goal for the offense. They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Tar Heels. He'll try to tack on one more. And it's up and good. They marched 56 yards to the end zone. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen, calmer. Now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Looking to throw, it's Beard. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. Off he goes. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
The Irish trying to strike gold in this red zone trip. They'll leave it with him. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when...
The receiver was doubled and they picked it off. He's at the 40. The 20. This this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
And stop it. How about back-to-back weeks with pick sixes? This guy is now making plays, not just for his defense. He's scoring points, and I promise you the locker room is a lot of fun. Mr. Pick Six, he's going to get a lot of congratulations and a lot of accolades this week.
Here come the Irish back on offense. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Offense getting set for first down. Out of the gun to give to the back. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
After trying the running game on first down, they come to the line on second down. Back to throw, it's Beard. Fires into traffic, it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return. Well, this drive probably won't help them pile up yards, but they could get points quickly, starting it with a first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, North Carolina! That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
And he puts through the extra point. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Off play action. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
Just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
They'll run it from the gun. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
Nice run there. Doesn't it just feel like Notre Dame football when you see that, too? You know, you got touchdown Jesus looking down, and one thing Notre Dame has always seemed to have is big uglies up front, guys pushing the pile, NFL talent on this offensive line, just having their way, making life easy for these running backs. It is a beautiful thing to see.
Quarterback moving. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
To the air, it's Beard. Trying to get to it. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to them, and it forced the incompletion.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Coming after him. He wants to go deep. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Looking for more room. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Use the play fake, now to throw. It's caught downfield. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. Movement here from the tight end. The play action fake. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front. They won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play. And they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Oh, so close to paying off the tip. Really had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete.
You see these windows, they're getting smaller and smaller to throw into. Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a hand in there, knocking that ball away.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires toward the end zone. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
3rd and Africa is extremely difficult. When I know it's a passing situation, I get to rush the passer and bring my ears back. I get to put more DBs on the field to drop back and really play pass coverage. You can tell the offense was trying to force it, trying to get that 1st down, makes the big mistake.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Got a man. It's Freeman. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Going up top on 1st down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
North Carolina.
That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on 1st down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Back to throw, it's Beard. Zings it complete to the right. On the move at the 30. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
He looks that one in nicely. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He wants to throw. Rifles it down the middle. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment, and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
All wideouts, no backs. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Unloads it downfield. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well. Seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it. Almost had another interception.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Into the house. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
Man, what a great job by this offense finishing the half. It wasn't perfect. You're still trailing, but now you've cut that lead to a one-score game. Now the second half, we can come out, make some things happen. We just created some big momentum for this offense. Now we take it into halftime.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Tar Heels will boot it away to start the second half. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Here come the Irish back on offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think then if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Dropping back, it's Beard. Quickly complete. Slithers into space. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Big-time play there in the passing game. That's important for Notre Dame, too, as a program, because we know they've always been able to run the football, and we've seen them in recent years get to the playoff. They've reached national championship games, but they haven't been able to pull it off. For this program to take the next step, they have to be more consistent and dynamic in the explosive passing game, and I think this guy gives them the opportunity to take the program to the next level. Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The give on the inside. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. They're going to test the right side with this one.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Little touch pass to the receiver. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
These touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and they just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He's got his man.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
A run up the middle is stopped for no gain. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Quarterback checking the play. Looking to throw, it's Beard. They're trying to get to it. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys in a coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the right. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
You're not getting him on the ground. Still on his feet. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Looking for a man. It's Willihan. Buys a little. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Those play-action passes take a little bit longer to develop, right? Because you still have the fake. And the quarterback turns his back to the defense, has to reset, and you got to protect him a little bit better than that, or the fake's got to be a lot better.
Makes a connection. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
And after 3, we're all tied up.
First down to start the drive after the break. Use the play fake, now to throw. Working that left side now. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
Hey, that's a live ball. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. The Tar Heels are on the move. Dropping back, it's Willihan. Lets it fly. Grabs it inside the 15. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
He'll pick up 3 before he's downed at the 6. Second and goal for this offense. The corners are walked up tight. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels. They move on top here in the 4th. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Maryland has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe there in College Park. They're up by 10 over the Astronauts. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He leaves it with his back. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
Wants to throw. It's Beard. Feeling some heat. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Notre Dame right back to the line. The give to the tailback. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. At midfield, he's got room. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
Talk about saving your best when the moment is the biggest. Nice job in the fourth quarter. Been grinding all day. Made the biggest run of the day when it counted the most. Picked up the first down in a pretty close ball game.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. They'll run it from the gun. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm now. They're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice game, this time on the ground.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Now he's looking to throw it. Caught near the sideline, it's Freeman. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Fast motion from the offense. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You know, you play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
Pulls and fires complete. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Just a couple of inches to go. If they move the sticks here, they probably move the game into the win column. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And the Tar Heels get enough for the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Running it to the right. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Gets it out fast. Giving him his pads. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the